So, I am in Great Waltham with Billie Bond. Hello, Billie.
Hi.
And Billie is going to talk us through this magnificent hat that she has part procured and part assembled. So, Billie, would you like to tell us about this hat?
Right, so I did my research and I knew it was a hat that I wanted to get, a genuine one with a real, if I could, a real taxidermy bird in it and feathers to use as reference for the sculpture. So I went on eBay and Etsy and there were lots of things up there, but it just wasn't the right thing for me. And then I came across this hat, and with the crushed velvet, it's a genuine Victorian, well it could be Edwardian hat, but it's a vintage one, with the original taxidermy bird of paradise. It's the I've researched it, and I think it's the greater bird of paradise with the glass eyes, but real beautifully iridescent feathers, so you can see the attraction for fashion. But it was still quite plain, the hat, and I wanted to embellish it with some more feathers. So I also purchased some, I think, cockerel feathers there, which I added to it, because the original feathers were these little blue ones here, were getting a bit sparse. And then I also managed to get some original Victorian ostrich feathers, which I was so pleased when they arrived, because they've been willowed, and I know what willowing is from the book that Tessa wrote, and that children with their little fingers would join one ostrich frond to the other to make them longer and bouncier with little tiny knots, and you can just see where they've joined them together there. See those little tiny knots. So I was thrilled to see that you know, this full, because if you buy a modern ostrich feather, they're just short, whereas these ones have actually been worked on. And then this one here has been curled, and the process of curling was, there was a technique to it. You had to be trained to do it, and you had to press the a bit like when you curl, you know, the ribbon for packing a parcel. You have to apply a sharp object to it to get it to curl, and obviously you had to be really delicate, because if you did it too hard you damaged the ostrich feather. So I was really chuffed when they came along. And then of course there's one purpley blue feather which matched the hat, so I sort of curled them up. So I did a bit of sort of hat design myself to make it fuller, and I was really pleased with the finished item. There is a few wire props in there to hold it together, but no one's going to see them.
No.
And also sort of strengthened the inside of the hat, so it sat beautifully. But of course I wasn't going to use it as a prop as a hat. My proposal was to turn the hat upside down, as it were, on its head, and Emily is going to be holding it with her arms stretched out as a symbol, proffering it back to the birds as a bird bath.
Great. Well, thank you very much for that description.